So it's kind of a funny story. I teased Ron a little bit about it. He bought a new Jeep a couple of years ago, and he had a winch installed on it. And I said, "What are you going to do with a winch?" He goes, "Man, I'm going to winch things." And I said, "You don't even go off road or four-wheel drive or anything." He goes, "Yeah, but I'm going to winch stuff." So every time I'd see him, I'd say, "Hey, did you use that winch?" And one day he came to work and he said, "I did. I winched one of my grandchildren out of bed." So that was a pretty funny story. So I am going to miss Ron. I'm going to miss his sense of humor, but I will tell you that, as I've said before, that his fingerprints are all over this community. And this is right here in the heart of Ward 2 is Pyramid and McCarran interchange. This was Ron's baby at it, made it happen, and this has turned out to be a wonderful project for the city of Sparks. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody could see in person the good work he did while he was in service to the community.
So a funny story I have with Ron, it's not just an individual time, it's a whole bunch of different times. You ask him a question, so like, "Hey Ron, you want to go run the marina or something?" And he would go, "Absolutely no." And it got me every time. I knew the answer was going to be no, but he would just nod, and I definitely stole it. I've used it a couple times. I think it's a good little joke that was just always got you laughing, and that was Ron. He knew when to be serious, but he had a good time. He took life, life of grain of salt, had fun, made good memories, and definitely put a smile on a lot of our faces. One of Ron's goals was flood mitigation. That's why he's been the chairman of the Truckee River Flood Management Authority since the very beginning, when he first got elected many years ago. And so one of those projects that he was pushing is here at the Vista Narrows, which is right east of Vista Boulevard, and it's where the Truckee River narrows down, giving it the name the Vista Narrows. And we're looking at terracing out right here and disperse it here into the terracing where the natural vegetation is, instead of dispersing it into our industrial part of Sparks or downtown Reno, or really anywhere upstream from the Truckee River. And that's a project, thanks to Ron, is moving forward, and it's all because of Ron's leadership at the Flood Management Authority to get us where we are today. And it's an awesome project that not only helps Sparks, but it helps all of us as a whole, for our whole region. We're all going to miss you, Ron. I'm going to miss you. The whole community will miss you. I wish you could see all the love that's happening. We're all passing it around to each other. We're all here for each other right now, as you were for all of us for many of years. I wish I would have known you longer, there's no doubt at all. You're definitely a fun character, but you were a worker bee. You got things done. You know how to do that, and you also know how to have fun. And that's what life's all about. So thank you, Ron, for everything you've done for us, for myself. You made a big impact on the whole community, and thank you for everything.
It was such a pleasure to be appointed to the Sparks City Council by Ron Smith. In 2018, when he became mayor, I was allowed to apply to his position on Sparks City Council, and he appointed me, and so we got to work side by side for the last couple of years, and it's just been an honor to work side by side with him. He always was upbeat, always happy, and loved to tell jokes whenever he could and make people laugh or smile. So it was truly a pleasure with him. Also, it was incredible that you got to see how genuine he was as a person, how much he cared about our community and everyone within our community, and wanting the best for everybody. And it's truly going to be a loss for us as a community. One of the things that I am so thankful for is just after my appointment, Ron asked me if I would be willing to step in to represent the city of Sparks on the Mayor's Challenge. The Mayor's Challenge was set up to prevent suicide of veterans, service members, and their family. And at first I was a little taken back by this, but I knew, like the Veterans Memorial here, caring for veterans and doing everything we can to assist them was important to him. So I said yes. And it came to be that it was a wonderful opportunity to get to know men and women that are serving or have served for us in the military, and getting to do whatever we can to help them in their times of trouble. So it was great to see Ron coming out. We met at the National Guard several times. He talked to over 1,200 service members about his experience, being vulnerable to them about his struggles in life, and likewise encouraging them not to choose suicide. So yes, truly an honor to work with Ron.
It's hard to come up with words that really talk about who Ron was, what he meant to me, to the rest of the council, and to the city. Fun memories had to be dragon boat racing on the marina, and we're in our tie-dyed shirts, and we're out there trying to get a boat to move across the marina with not a lot of success that first year, but just fun, and having him there as part of our team, along with members from across the city, was a fun memory and kind of crazy fun day for all of us. I first met Ron in the grocery store at Scolari's when he was manager of Scolari's, and I had just decided to run for city council, and he was awesome. Almost every time I go shopping, I'd be in his office asking more questions, trying to understand what I was getting myself into, and he was so willing to call me, let me know how I can help you, and what he told me was, I always think about, and especially now, that I said, what do I need to know? What can you tell me? He said, you don't know what you don't know. And he said, and you learn so much. He said, I knew nothing about roads and water and all the things, and through this job, I've learned and become like an expert on transportation. So look at it as opportunities to learn and to grow, as well as serving the community. And no place better to talk about that than right here at the Southeast Connector. And Ron was one of the reasons this road happened. It was 1964. This road was starting the talks and the planning, and didn't look for a long time like it would come to fruition. And because of Ron and because of his tenacity, when he wanted to do something, he did it, and he let you know. So there was no doubt in my mind that under his leadership that this would happen. So I think every time I get on this beautiful road through our wetlands and just such a nice, calm, zen feeling of the Southeast Connector, I'm going to think of Ron, because this happened because of him. And the community will miss him, we will miss him, but his legacy will live on.
And I'm down here at the Nevada Veterans Memorial, down here at the Sparks Marina, and I'm here to honor my friend, our mayor, Ron Smith. Ron meant a lot to me from day one. He was one who took me under his wing and taught me so much about what it means to serve our city, and he was a great example. Now, I'd just like to say he's accomplished so many things, and they're important, and we will utilize them in our community and our region, but this is the heart of Ron Smith. And what I mean by that is he loved veterans, and he wanted that message to be so clear. He was a patriot. He loved our country, and so this memorial meant so much to him. His wife even told me that probably the last 6 months or so, this helped get him up and keep him moving and keep him going at times. And so here I want to tell you the things that he loved, the things he always talked about. One is that he wanted to honor that fallen veteran. We have almost 990 men and women's name to go on a wall that's going to be built right over here. But the biggest part of that, his legacy he wanted, is to make sure that the generations to come understood what freedom was and who fought for that and who gave that to them, and make sure that story was told. And so that's what this is about, the Nevada Veterans Memorial. That thing that Ron totally, for the last 5 years, pushed so hard for. So with that, I'm honored to know my friend, Ron Smith. I will miss him so much. Our mayor, my friend, a mentor. Thank you.